gifts won't last. Mattress Discounters Tempur-Pedic bonus event is only for a limited time.
Mattress Discounters! Thank you.
12 million school children are on the free and reduced price meal program, but that only covers Monday through Friday. CBS Radio is working to ensure Bay Area kids are fed for the entire week, all school year long. Now through the end of the year, we're partnering with Blessings in a Backpack through CBS Eco Media to help make sure kids don't go hungry over the weekend. Bay Area children will now receive free weekend meals for 3 consecutive years. For more information on how to donate, go to blessingsinAbackpack.org.
Your 6-day forecast coming up momentarily here on KCBS. First for traffic, sponsored by Hammer Mill Paper. Checking in with Lisa Carr.
Well, I loved this call. I got KCBS phone force call from Andy from Oakland, who just called to say, I just went across the Bay Bridge and it's simply amazing. He was very impressed with it. Glad to hear it. Meanwhile, it's backed up to the westward overcrossing at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza. No metering lights, though. And we do have a stall in the Maze West 580. The connector to westbound 80 is blocked by a stalled Caltrans truck. Wonder if what they were doing, maybe putting some final touches there in the Maze. North 680, still miles of misery from Washington up to Sheridan because of a stalled big rig that's been there for well over an hour. Still blocking the lane, still causing very heavy, severe stop-and-go traffic there. First for traffic whenever you're on the road, your next update, 10:58 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
And that 6-day forecast for the Bay Area. Clouds and muggy conditions late tonight into the overnight hours, lows 50s and 60s. Sunny for tomorrow and for Wednesday, patchy fog and some morning overcast for tomorrow and Wednesday, at least to begin, high 60s to the 80s. And then a warm-up starts Thursday and Friday, inland highs upper 80s, then even further temperatures warming up. A significant warm-up Friday through Sunday. Little to no fog at the coast. Highs 70s to near triple digits in some of those inland areas as we get into the weekend. Temperatures at this hour for the most part in the 60s. 63 Santa Rosa, 67 San Rafael, Napa 63, Concord at 68 degrees. It's also 68 Livermore. Hayward checking in at 65. 66 San Jose, Oakland 66, San Francisco at this hour 62 degrees. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on All News 740 and FM 1069 KCBS.
To keep yourself out of a jam, always choose Hammer Mill Paper. Made right here in the USA, you'll get great printed results. Plus, it's guaranteed to be 99.99% jam-free. Hey, don't you wish traffic was? Hammer Mill, no worries.
Perspective, background, analysis. Hear live interviews with newsmakers and experts on the KCBS Newsline. Sponsored by Ring Central, the leader in cloud business phone solutions. RingCentral.com.
KCBS News Time, 10:50. Deborah Ingerson at the KCBS editor's desk at this hour. And if you've been listening to KCBS or just tuning in and finding out, the Bay Bridge now is back open both directions. The new span of the Bay Bridge open for business and for, well, folks to drive on, even if it's not business related. Summer isn't even over, but flu season is right around the corner, and that's why, as we hear from KCBS's Melissa Colross, experts are recommending getting a flu shot sooner as opposed to later.
There are several different varieties of flu vaccine this year.
There's the standard vaccine that we've had for many years that covers 3 of the strains of influenza, but now there's a new vaccine that covers 4 of the strains. So that gives us an option of covering more of the possible strains of influenza that can make us sick.
Dr. John Swartzberg with UC Berkeley School of Public Health says there also is the MIST vaccine for people between the ages of 2 and 49, as well as a vaccine that uses very tiny needles, and a vaccine that came out last year specifically for people 65 and older. Swartzberg acknowledges that the choice of vaccines might be confusing for people and for medical providers, but
all of this new information about new vaccines, I think, will raise people's interest in it. So I feel cautiously optimistic that we'll get more people vaccinated this way.
Swartzberg says that on average, there are about 24 to 25,000 excess deaths from influenza every year. Melissa Colross, KCBS.
After a 37-year run, they're gathering their G-strings and saying their goodbyes. KCBS's Tim Ryan tells us that San Francisco's Lusty Lady Strip Club in North Beach closed its doors for the last time yesterday after a dispute with the landlord.
I just want to be known as the last guy that did all this nonsense.
Like so many ahead of him, Michael spent his last 20 slipped into a piece of Courtney's lingerie.
The union to a dancer really means it's job security and it's protection from poor business practices like some of the other clubs around here have.
That's what made this place on Kearney Street different. It was dancer-owned and unionized. The only such club in the world, says Princess.
It never happened before. Hopefully someday somewhere it will happen again, but that was it. We were the world's only one.
What do you do now?
Take a nap.
With another difficult assignment, Tim Ryan, KCBS.
Financial news, the Money Watch, that's coming up.
Okay, girls, this is how you do a layup.
Introducing Percy Molina. Percy has yet to master the layup, but as a AAA insurance claims specialist, he's a pro at helping members get the highest quality coverage. All of the repair shops in AAA's network have undergone a strict certification process. So if you use one, your repairs are guaranteed for as long as you own your car. No wonder nearly 90% of members choose to stick with AAA auto insurance every year.
Shelby, why don't you demonstrate?
Coach, are you going to get up first? Amateur athlete, insurance pro. Percy Molina lives to help. Call 1-800-JOIN-AAA, visit AAA.com, or go to your local branch to get an auto, home, or life insurance quote.
At Loma Linda University Health, we are driven by a mission to heal, to teach, to innovate, to serve. It's a mission that we live every day. It can be witnessed in the compassionate care provided in our hospitals and in the knowledge we share with the healthcare professionals of tomorrow. It is demonstrated through our determination to be at the forefront of medical treatment and in our desire to share our message of healthy living with the world. Our mission is a commitment deeply rooted in our faith to keep ourselves and our community healthy. At Loma Linda University Health, health and wellness is more than something we believe. It's something we live. To join us in our mission of health and wellness, visit us at lluhealth.org. That's lluhealth.org. Loma Linda University Health. Many strengths, one mission.
Financial news, the Money Watch here. KCBS, the latest for Market Watch at this hour.
It's a deal that could give Microsoft a big push into mobile phones. The company is buying Nokia's devices business, including smartphones, for $7.2 billion. The deal is expected to close in the first quarter of next year, and it's subject to approval by Nokia's shareholders and regulators. Samsung Electronics will reportedly debut a new version of its large-screen Galaxy Note smartphone at an event in Germany on Wednesday, along with its first foray into the smartwatch category. Samsung is expected to unveil the Galaxy Note 3, an updated version of its popular line of big-screen smartphones. More notable may be the debut of Samsung's first smartwatch, which is already being called Galaxy Gear. In Japan Tuesday before the close, the Nikkei is up 2.9%. Wall Street returns from Labor Day. Keep an eye on Verizon Communications. The phone giant is buying out Vodafone's stake in the Verizon Wireless joint venture for $130 billion. I'm Charlie Turner from themarketwatch.com Wall Street Bureau.
This past March, San Jose raised its local minimum wage to $10 an hour. But as KCBS's Matt Bigelow reports, the wage hike has had an unexpected downside for some low-income families.
This year, some families have hoping to sign up for free preschool under the federal Head Start